anything, build anything. Millions of players. Destroy everything! Roblox. It's free!
Roblox. It is full of shitty games nobody would want to play. But there are some games on this website that are so god awful many people consider them to be the worst ones on the entire website, with them normally being just lazy garbage, having a very toxic community, or they have a ton of microtransactions. Please note, I will only be reviewing 2 games in this video. I might review more games if I make a sequel to this video. Well, let's get right into it and see which games deserve the honor of being called the worst games on Roblox. The first game we will be reviewing is called The Streets. It looks pretty popular, but that doesn't mean it's good or even worth my time. It has over 100 million visits, and it has over 1,000 people in it right now. Let's join it and see if why anyone enjoys playing it. So I have spawned in, and the map looks pretty ugly. I have a fist thing and a knife thing, which I guess would be used for combat. There's also a red bar which is for health, a green bar which is for stamina, and I'm pretty sure the blue bar is a knockout bar, where if it gets empty you fall over. I've noticed the map isn't that detailed and some of the stuff doesn't look original. But so far, the game doesn't look terrible. There also seems to be stuff you can buy through pads on the ground by using your cash. This got me a spray bottle, where I'm guessing you could vandalize walls with. It seems so far that the only point of this game is to beat the shit out of random people with weapons and your fists, with a good chance of being able to buy better weapons with the cash you can find around the map. Great. There's radios too, which you can play your E-rate rap music with. At least you can mute them. And it looks like you can put a custom tag over your head. I guess that's used for the fake gangs people on this game are in. Considering it's gang related, why anyone would join a gang on a Lego game beats me. There's also this broken down building that's called a bank for some reason. Normally everyone is around it or inside of it, but it's completely empty right now, which is pretty rare. You can lock the doors from the inside, but people are able to pick the lock. So there is better weapons you can buy after all. This albino guy right here is selling an Uzi for $150, but I don't feel like wasting all of my money. I have noticed the whole map has the same gritty look to it, and while that might work in a game like GTA, it looks very out of place in a Roblox game. It also looks like this game sells clothes. All of them look goddamn awful and emo, but I give them points for trying. Also, why was the shop sign in Comic Sans? Jesus Christ, the lag in this game is awful. There's barely anything in it, so I have no idea why there's any lag at all. There's also this headline that appears at the top of the screen that gives you tips on how to play. It's very ugly and outdated, and I usually see it in a lot of older Roblox games. Also, the combat looks pretty janky, so I'm gonna stay away from fighting. So you may have noticed the buttons on the side of the screen. I'm gonna see what they do. Holy shit, that makes the game look worse than it already does. To wrap up, I just don't see how anyone could enjoy this game. It's ugly, laggy, has outdated mechanics, and seems to have a very toxic community. There's also a lot of things in the game that the creator didn't make. I don't know what else I was expecting from a game on Roblox, but this one happens to be worse than most games I've played. The second and final game we will be reviewing is called Fortnite, Season 5. That season came out 2 years ago, so they should probably update the game. It has over 5 million visits, and has a handful of people in it right now. The description is just the word Fortnite over and over. Probably can't be much worse than actual Fortnite. So after joining, I spawned in a big ass balloon with blue fire. There's microtransactions that cover half the screen. We are off to a great start already. Let's get a victory royale, or at least try. The lag in this game is so bad I can't even use my pickaxe on this guy. There's actually nothing in this game. Why is it lagging so bad? What the hell just happened? Well, the game is lagging again. I will never know why this game is so laggy when there's nothing to lag it out. Holy shit, I'm finally going to get my first kill. I've noticed there's a lot of cool weapons you can pick up. I'm gonna grab one. Wow, what a surprise. I bet they are all microtransactions. Finally, I got one that didn't try to take my money. Too bad it's a broken shield potion that doesn't do anything. Nice. More lag. Even the microtransactions can't load on time. To wrap up, this game is absolute shit and I don't see why anyone would play this. It's ugly, almost unplayable because of how laggy it is, filled to the brim with microtransactions, and is completely unoriginal. It's also outdated, and the map looks nothing like Fortnite's map. I'm just gonna go and try to get out of the map and jump off of it. This game wasn't worth my time. Well, both of those games were awful in their own ways, and they were probably some of the worst games I have ever played on Roblox and in general. I'm just going to go through a quick recap on why I thought the streets in Fortnite Season 5 were terrible, and why you should stay away from both of them. The streets was absolute dog shit because of the poor graphics, outdated mechanics, lag, its very toxic community, janky controls, and its abundance of stuff that the creator didn't make. Also, the low GFX mode made my eyes bleed. So yeah, stay away from the streets. Fortnite Season 5 was terrible, and probably worse than the streets, because of the ugly graphics, insane amount of microtransactions, an original idea, and it almost being unplayable, because of how laggy it is. Stay away from that game. Well, that's it for this video. If you like the video, make sure to like. If you really like the video, make sure to subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'll be back at some point.